Welcome to Week 1. This week's lesson is solving problems with whole numbers. Week 1 objectives: understanding place values of whole numbers, rounding numbers, solving problems using addition, solving problems using subtraction, solving problems using multiplication, and solving problems using division. Let's first talk about values of numbers. So the place values of numbers, we're going to start with the number to the right. So the first place value is the ones. The 6 represents the tens place. The 5 represents the hundredths. The 4, the thousands place. The 1, the 10,000s. And finally the 3, the 100,000s place. So 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000. And so we take the place value, so we take the ones times the number. So 1 times 2 is 2. The place value for the tens, there's a 6, so 10 times 6 equals 60. The 100 place value times the 5 equals 500. The 1,000s, we have a 4, so we times this by 4, that equals 4,000. 10,000 times 1 equals 10,000. And then we have the 100,000 placeholder, which is a 3. So 100,000 times 3, and that equals 300,000. So the place value of numbers: ones, tens, hundreds, 1,000, 10,000s, 100,000. We add these together, 314,562. Next, let's talk about rounding numbers. Step 1, determine the place to which the number is to be rounded. So in my 283,748, I want to round it to the thousands. So I have the little line there representing where I would like to round it to. Step 2a and 2b, they go together. If the digit to the right of the place being rounded is 5 or more, so here's our placeholder. The number to the right is in the hundreds position. It's a 7, so it is 5 or more. We increase the digit in that place by 1. If, excuse me. Step 2b. If the digit to the right of the place being rounded is 4 or less, do not change the digit in the place being rounded. So if this 7 was a 4, we would just leave the 3. Because 7 is 5 or more, we're going to increase the 3 by 1, so that's going to be 4. And then step 3, change all the digits to the right of the place being rounded to zeros. And so 283,748 rounded to the nearest thousand becomes 284,000. Again, all the numbers to the right of the place that is rounded become zeros. Let's try another one. 158,983. Let's round it to the hundredths place. Again, we look to the right. The 8 is larger, so the 9 is going to become a 10, which in fact would become a 0, and the 10 would move over to the 8. So 159,000, and we place the digits to the right with zeros. The next number, 152,845. Let's round this to the nearest 100,000. We look to the number to the right. It's a 5. The 1 becomes a 2. Everything else is zeros. 200,000. Another one. This time let's round it to the nearest tens. So the tens position's a 4. I look to the number to the right. The ones is a 3. That is less than a 5. And so we do not change the number. We just change the numbers to the right. We just, in this case, just 1 to a 0. So 905,840. One last one. 316,378. We're going to round it to the nearest 10,000s. We look to the number to the right. It's a 6. We're going to change the 1 to a 2. 320,000. All the others are zeros. Okay, key words. that mean addition. We have sum, total, in addition to, plus, increase, more than, and. Let's try a couple addition problems. Whenever we're lining our numbers up, we need to be very neat and precise, that we have the ones units, and then the tens. If they're larger, again, very nice and neat. After we line them up, we add the columns. So 0 plus 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. And we bring down the 385. Let's try another one. Okay, again, really important. Everything is lined up very nice and neat. When I see combinations that equal 10, instead of going from the top, I seek those out. So I see 8 and 2, that's 10, plus 5 is 15. I place the 5 in the ones, and I carry the 10. So I carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 9 is 19. I place the 9, and I carry the 1. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 and 4 is 14. 14 and 7 is 21. Bring down the 1, carry the 2, 5 and 2 is 7. Keywords to help identify subtraction. We have subtract, difference, fewer, less than, reduce, decrease, minus, and take away. Let's do a couple subtraction problems. 6,795 minus 385. Again, very important that we're neat, so when we're doing this on pencil and paper, that we line everything up. 5 minus 5 is 0. 9 minus 8 is 1. 7 minus 3, 4. And 6 minus nothing is 6. Try another one. 4 minus 5. We can't do that, and so we borrow. We borrowed from the tens. We cross out the 9. The 9 becomes an 8, and we move the 1 over. 10 and 4 is 14, so 14 minus 5 is 9. 8 minus 8, 0. Again, 2 minus 3 we can't do, so we borrow from the next digit, which is a 6. We borrow, that becomes a 5. We move over the 1. 12 minus 3, 9. And 5 minus 0, 5. We'll do one more. 600 minus 385. Again, 0 minus 5, we can't, so we go to the next. That's also a 0, so we go to the hundredths place. We borrow from the 6. We cross it out, it becomes a 5. The tens becomes 10 times 10, which is 100. And now the 0, we can now borrow from the tens place. We cross it out. This becomes a 9. We bring the 1 over. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 8, 1. 5 minus 3, 2. 215. Next, keywords to help identify multiplication. Multiply, product, at, times, by, rate, per, and of. Okay, let's multiply. We have 22 times 15. We take the 5 times 2, that's 10. We go 0. And we carry the 1. Again, 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 1 is 11. We're done with the 1, so we're on the tens. We bring a 0, so we move over to the tens position. And we go 1 times 2 is 2, lining it up in the tens position, and then 1 times 2 is 2. We add those up. 0, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 1 plus 2 is 3, 330. Okay, 583 times 246. Start on the ones. 6 times 3 is 18. We place the 8, and we carry the 1. 6 times 8 is 48, plus the 1 is 49. We bring down the 9, and we carry the 4. 6 times 5 is 30, plus the 4 is 34. So we're done with the 1. We bring down the 0, so we start in the tens position. We go to the second number. 4 times 3, that's 12. Put down the 2, we carry the 1. 4 times 8 is 32, plus the 1 is 33. We place the 3, and we carry the 30. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 3 is 23. Okay, we're at the hundredths, so we bring down a 0. For the ones, we place another 0 for the tens, and we're ready to start at the hundredths position. So that third number, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 8 is 16. We place the 2, we carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus the 1 is 11. We do the addition. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 2 plus 0 is 11. We carry the 1. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. We carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 6, 13. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus another 1 is 4. And we bring down the 1. Okay, words for division. Divided, quotient, divided into, per, cut, out of, equal parts, and evenly. Okay, let's divide. 4 divided by 48. The 4 is called the divisor. The 48 is called the dividend. And our answer, the quotient, is going to go above. So, 4 goes into 4. One time, we put the 1 above the 4. And then we multiply. 4 times 1 is 4. We put it right under the 4. We do subtraction. 4 minus 4 is 0. We bring down the 8. 4 goes into 8 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. We do subtraction, and we have a remainder of 0. Let's do the next one. We want to know how many times 5 goes into 24,005. We go 5, does it go into 2? It does not. So we look at the 5, does it go into 24? Yes. It goes in 4 times. We make sure we line the 4 up into the position of the 4 there. 5 times 4 is 20. We do the subtraction. 24 minus 20 is 4. We bring down the next digit, which is a 0. We see how many times 5 can go into 40. 5 goes into 40 8 times. We place the 8. 5 times 8 is 40. We write it here. We do the subtraction. 40 minus 40 is 0. We're ready to bring down our next digit. Our next digit's a 0. When we bring down a digit and it does not go into, the 5 cannot go into that number, it's not a large enough digit, we must put a placeholder over 0 there. And then we bring down our next number, which is a 5. 5 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. We do the subtraction. Remainder 0. Okay, tips for a successful week. Do not procrastinate. Log in each day. Logging in gives you attendance, so please make sure you're logging in. Complete all reading assignments. Watch the videos. Submit this week's assignment by Sunday. And please contact me. I'm available in my syllabus. You have my email address. You have my phone number. Do not hesitate to contact me. I am here to help you. Okay, let me help you cross the finish line. And happy calculating. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.